Hello, someone wrote a comment and requested that I do one more World War One game. So let's do that. And I want to see, mainly experience the mission tree and so on. So let's go for the earlier start date here. 1910 is a challenging time for the peace in Europe. Italians are preparing for a war with the Ottomans, which will threaten their hold in the Balkans. And so on. We know it's built up to World War One. Then he said, because me and him are Swedish, so he requested I play Sweden. Sweden is Sweden is a neutral country, so they did not participate in World War One and World War Two. But now, of course, when in our time, when Sweden was threatened by Russia, that they were not allowed to join NATO, or they would be invaded like Ukraine, then Sweden and Finland joined NATO now, and when Russia is busy invading Ukraine, basically. So Sweden has given up the neutrality, but all the way since the end of the Napoleonic Wars, because Sweden was in one of the coalitions against Napoleon. So for 200 years, more than that, Sweden was neutral. So Sweden was not involved in World War One and World War Two. But he, the guy who wrote a comment on my Austria-Hungary video, he wrote that he wanted to see Sweden, and he wanted to see Sweden joining the Central Powers, and maybe restoring like Swedish Empire and controlling all of Scandinavia. So let's look here. This is our leader, Arvid Lindman, and this is our king, Gustav V. And we have some economic turbulence. Sweden has high immigration. It's the others. At this time, a lot of Swedish people moved to USA, to the northern part of, like Minnesota is the state where the most Swedes immigrated to. So maybe more than 1 million, maybe 2 million Swedish people emigrated to USA at this time. Okay, and we have some different kind of we have 3 different kind of, I think this is the mission trees here, or not the mission tree, what are they called? The historical decision trees. So we have staff's government. So someone that called Karl Staff will become prime minister in the 1911 election. And we have a royal dictatorship. King has proven that he's touched with the people of Sweden, and he should rule by decree. So I guess if you go for this one, maybe you go democratic route, and if you go this one, you go the authoritarian route. So if you go this one, you could join Central Powers, and this one you can join the Entente, I guess. And then here Sweden, the history of Sweden is basically that Finland was a part of Sweden since nation states was created, but Russia conquered Finland in I don't exactly remember when, but it was quite a long time ago, maybe 1800. And then Sweden conquered Norway in maybe 1809 during the Napoleonic Wars, something like that. So, but Norway, but they had an election in Norway in 1905, maybe something like that. And if the Norwegians wanted to become their separate country or not, and there were like, I think there was like 1 million Norwegian men who were allowed to vote, and only like 50 of them voted to stay in the union with Sweden. So it was quite clear that Norway did want to become an independent country. The language of Swedish and Norwegian is extremely similar. I would say it's not more different than English and Scottish, for example. It's like someone from Scotland can easily speak with someone from England, for example. So say it's same Sweden and Norwegian. So let's read a brief history here. Troubling, and this one, this is it means the same as Anschluss. If you played Hearts of Iron 4 in the World War II, then Germany, it's basically annexed or joined. Like Austria joined Germany because they have the same language, same people, and same here that Norway will join Sweden again because they have the same language and it's the same people basically. So this focus will be that so Norway again joins with Sweden, and they of course don't want it. It has to be done by military means, it says here. So let's read Troubling times are afoot for Sweden. The general strike of 1909, although a failure by all means, rocked the nation and sparked a class conflict. Seems that the Liberals are going to win the upcoming election, which does not bode well for the rural parts in the country, which are exceedingly popular. Then comes the matter of the coming storm. Sweden flirts both with the Germans and the Entente, but will the indecisive government finally pick a side, or will they take advantage of the conflict to sell resources to both sides? So this, I think this strike 1909, it ended with, I'm not totally sure it is, but there's like a famous case in northern Sweden where where during a strike at a sawmill, I think, in northern Sweden, the military opened fire and killed like 50 workers, so forced them back to the sawmill basically. So because of that, socialism and social democracy has been the major ideology in Sweden since then, except now for the last 10 years when nationalism is on the rise in Sweden again. So, but for like 100 years, it was because of these general strikes and these shooting in a city called Ådalen. It's social democracy has been kind of major ideology for Sweden until like the last 10 years when nationalism is on the rise. So we're choosing Sweden. Let's take away Iron Man mode. I just don't know this mod. If I play regular Hearts of Iron 4, I play Iron Man. And let's go historical. AI focuses also. So this is Sweden. We have Gotland. I was thinking maybe I should play Gotland in EU4. Lots of players like Flori and Budget Monk and others, they have played the goat. Here, this is the goat. This island. It says Gotland, greatest of all time land. But now we're playing Sweden. And I'm from this state, the state of Scania. So And so this is Oslo is called Christiania, but this is the city of Oslo now. So let's look here what we have. We are quite backwards, which is strange. I think actually Sweden was quite, maybe not now, but at least during a lot of parts of the 1900s, Sweden was relatively industrialized for its population size. So we only have one factory, and it's because of this economic turbulence. So let's see, do we have any? We only have one military factory making infantry kits, so that's right. 2-3 dockyards could build something. Let's look at the laws. Volunteer army, export focus. Civilian economy, we cannot mobilize yet. Looks like we have different kinds of ministers here. I don't know World War I that good. So this is our Prime Minister, Arvid Lindman, and this is the King, Gustav. We have something called conservative army leadership, so we have more entrenchment and defense and max planning. Okay, I think this was the doctrine, and it was like I think the reason why Sweden was not invaded, not in World War I and World War II, it had like deterrence, quite a lot of like fortresses and dug in armies. It was just never worth it for the other countries to try to invade Sweden, like even if they have a lot of mineral riches. But I read in that in World War II, when like after Germany had taken Norway, like if there in 1940, when they had like maybe 200,000 men here in Norway, maybe they could ferry over like 500,000 men here, then they could probably quite easily have taken Sweden. But of course they planned for the invasion of the lowlands of France, so they had they needed their troops there instead. Because but so we have to be ready here also with building up our military if because you can see here is like lots of minerals in northern Sweden. These two provinces is called North, and they are, both of them have not many people lives here because it's just way too cold to live here in the winter. Like it's snow like only like more than half a year there is snow there. So but it's rich in different kind of minerals here. So let's look here. We have these infantry kits. We have destroyers, so we can make your destroyers. So yeah, so let's build. We have fine infrastructure here. Let's just build some civilian factories here. And let's build a destroyer maybe. Here we have one. Let's go for that one. Okay, so we have this. Let's just go for industry techs here maybe. Okay. So here we have the focus trees. So here is the recovering from the general strikes. Let's see here. I didn't read what they do, but it seems like it's this is about building up the industry, and here you can shows if you support the I believe this is the right and this is the left, the socialist, social democracy. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm a little bit unsure here. Let me Google that maybe. No, so this is the way. This is the labor union, and this is the left, and this is the right. This is the managers union, the owners union. So here, if I think this historical route. No, the historical route is actually to support the employers. Thought maybe historical was to support the labor union, but the historical is to support the managers and the owners. And the historical here is to ally the socialists, and then to become authoritarian we need to support a radical candidate. And I think if we're gonna join the central powers, then it makes sense to go for this one, the authoritarian route. So historically they flirted with both sides, and then they decided to join. They decided to stay neutral here. So if we're gonna join the central powers, we're gonna apply this one, apply membership here to join the central powers. This is for the Navy. Okay, interesting stuff. We cannot do this one yet because we need Karl Staff as leader of the party. So let's go for this one. We don't have any divisions in basic training. What kind of divisions do we have? We have We have 6 divisions. Do we have any navy? Yeah, we have some here. Quite a big navy actually for our size. Is this the king, Gustav V? Yeah, that's the king, I think. Let's put him in charge. Let's balance it so. Let's get an army leader here. Cavalry leader and organizer. Okay, so we only have one field marshal. His looks quite good actually. Defensive doctrine, logistics wisdom. Yeah, he's good. So, interesting. I don't think we're using cavalry. Let's look at the template. No, we're not using cavalry. Let's go for him. Let's go for him. Why not? Okay. Okay, so let's look here again. Yeah, we have this economic turbulence and stuff here. And migration. Yeah, we need to get rid of those. And I think we will, when we do this focus tree, we'll get rid of most of those. Let's just see the trade here. We have a lot of resources. Hopefully people buy our resources and we get factories from it. So let's start the game, I guess. So the first question here, should we go the historical route or the socialist route? I think we're gonna go the historical route here. So we got this economic turbulence. Yeah, we reduced the bad effects of this one. So we're gonna go the historical route here and support the owners. Okay, we have some decisions here. Let's look at those. We don't need to take trains. Don't need those either. No one of these ones is useful right now. I need both here. So we are supporting the Swedish Employers Association. This one is good. Both of them are good. Let's go for that. I think the shooting was here somewhere, I think. Let's maybe train, exercise, do some exercising here. The Navy also, why not? It could be good to get some experience. When I'm doing this exercise, I'm holding shift in when I press the exercise button. That's because you can only do it to a certain level, to like so they're becoming veterans. So it's pointless to train them more than that, as I see it. So let's see here. Okay, so I could do one of these. I guess this one is good. We need to get Army XP. And he gave most Army XP. And it's Okay, so let's see here. If Congress of the International was held in Copenhagen to discuss the agenda, the stance of socialists regarding the imminent war, resolution on the struggle against war, arbitration courts and disarmament, confirmed with the resolution of the Stuttgart Congress of 1907 on militarism and international conflict, which included amendments motioned by Lenin and Rosa Luxemburg. These amendments called on the socialists of all countries to use the economic and political crisis caused by war to overthrow the bourgeoisie. The resolution of the Copenhagen Congress also bound the socialist parties and their representatives in parliament to demand that their governments reduce armaments and settle the conflict between states through arbitration courts. It argued that the workers of all countries to stage protests against the threat of war. Okay, it doesn't seem to affect us so much, but Copenhagen is here, just right next to us. Okay, the machine tools are done. The question is, what kind of industry should I go for? Let's go for concentrated. Okay, so we have enough to do some Navy stuff here. Let's see. This one is quite good to start with to reduce the naval designer cost. I'm not such a fan of refitting. It's quite a lot of micromanagement to refit the ships. So this bad weather penalty, because I think it's often bad weather in Sweden, so this one would be good for us. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the naval reform. I don't know which one is best here. Okay, we did that one, so let's do this one to get rid of the emigration. Okay, revolution in Portugal. I won't read this event. I read them all when I played as Austria-Hungary. So if you want to see all the events, you can watch my Austria-Hungary playthrough. Okay, so it's time to go for one of these. So let's go for this guy. So this guy has a fitting name. That means there is something you can have like in a ship, and you can throw it into the ocean to so it will hook to the ground and keep the ship in one place. So his surname is a bit like that, so let's go for him. Okay, we can do the next one here. I guess let's go for defense doctrine here, or ID. Okay, excavation is done. Let's improve the guns. Okay, we have 5 factories now. It's because of this. We lower these economic turbulence. We got more factories because of that. We need less factories lots of our factories are producing toasters now, but we need less factories. Only 3 factories is needed to produce toasters. Rest can be building other stuff. Okay, so we got rid of the immigration. Now we get 2 more military factories. That's good. Then we could start building guns or more infantry kits. We don't have any spades either. Maybe we should build spades so we could get... You need spades to make these engineer companies, and you need artilleries for this one. It's also possible to make howitzers. Let's see here. Howitzers are... I don't really know what the difference is. I think howitzers are bigger guns, I think. And you can see here 15 soft attack, but worse in some other stats. I'm probably gonna go with regular artillery. Okay. So the question here, if we're gonna go with the howitzers, then I'm probably gonna go with the regular artillery, I think, like I did. Okay, so we have a lot of these now. Let's see here. Kinda like this one, logistical focus. Static warfare was useful when we were defending us as Austria-Hungary. We're gonna go mainly for infantry, or maybe probably only for infantry. So strength of the bayonet is good also for that. Yeah, let's go for infantry-based army here. So when this is done, we do the complete the recovery, and then it's question. I guess Gustav will become prime minister. Let's see when next election is. How do you see that again? I don't really remember when. I think mountaineers is something that's needed in Sweden, so let's unlock mountaineers. This one. Okay. Let's see what is our special here. We have Ericsson. It's a telephone making company. And none of them is particularly interesting. These are famous Bofors. They made a lot of guns. this one is interesting. It was like it's not working now, but it was like this is like the early days of aircraft. There was like this I read about this airplanes factory. It was apparently quite big and inventive for its time from south of Sweden. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have a screen specialist, and we have some good militaries here. Interesting. What should I do? I can't. Maybe it would be good to go for a free trade, but I don't know. Would also be good to do some more conscription. Yeah, if you don't know what to do, often this pays back these political power gains. Yeah, so let's go for him. Often they pay back these political power gain people. Soon it's time to let's go for infantry focus here too, and let's go for the bad weather stuff here. Okay, oh the army. Then we got these two military factories, that's good. So let's complete industrialization. So let's just go for one artillery. So there is like a crisis here in Morocco, and as if you've watched the other one, historically it will end that Germany gives up their claims in Morocco, and they get some more of the French colonies here as a compensation to avoid a war. This one is good because north of Sweden is very cold, so I need to get winter clothes. Okay, can get a new politician here. We can do the early mobilization, that's good. You always want to mobilize when you can. yeah, so French Congo gets to they get to the German Empire, and let's see here, Stolypin is assassinated. Okay, let's pause here. So yes, Italy invade Libya, which is here, I think. And then the Ottomans gave up at once and gave this to the Italians apparently. So we have an election of 1911. Sweden held democratic elections. Arvid Lindman said that he did everything possible so that the nation would not only survive in these different times, but also be able to succeed, both economically and diplomatically. The election winner has already delivered a speech to his voters and is ready to accept the duties of the head of the state. So Arvid Lindman retires, Karl Staff becomes the leader of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is now called Liberal Coalition Party, and we get Spirit hated by the right, which gets less political power, less stability, lots of bad stuff basically. So let's look here. Let's look at Karl Staff first. He doesn't. Okay, yeah, here is the next election. September 1914 is the next election, and we have class conflict, economic turbulence, and hated by the right. This is the new one here. Gets more war support and support for fascism and authoritarian. And we got these missions here. Staff popularity. Prime Minister Staff popularity or lack of is becoming a pressing issue in Swedish politics. It seems only a matter of time until the conservative and militarist force him out. And the only question is much he can get done before they do. So I think women couldn't vote still. All men could vote, but not women yet. So you could do this once, push so women could vote. That gives a lot of good stuff. But maybe if we want to join the Germany, then we would like to become authoritarian. So then we wouldn't like to do democratic reforms. I think, but I'm not sure. Let's look at this. Denounce the militarists. This is the fascists get more support for that. I guess here at the in the election 1914, I guess that the fascists need to get. We have the democratic parties. They have like a coalition government of basically most democratic parties, as I understand it. And we have this socialist party here, 5%, and we have House of Bernadotte. The king is the king's surname is Bernadotte, so that's why it's called the House of Bernadotte. And the king Gustav is apparently the leader. He's trying to get to become. What is the title they use now? Yeah, he wants to become leader or emperor, or he's emperor, and I guess he's calling himself leader. Yeah. So yeah, he basically wants to become the king. and have the power. So let's look again here. Could raise taxes. What does that give? Okay, so we get more authoritarianism. We're going to go authoritarian, join the Central Powers. I think like democracies join the Entente, authoritarian states joins the Central Powers, basically. So raise taxes would be good. It also gives us less stability but more factories. Let's see here, feminist movement. It gives change in the popularity of democracy. Meet conservatives. That's strange. It says if I meet the conservatives, then authoritarianism, popularity of authoritarianism increases. Between nationalism, change in proto-fascism. I guess authoritarianism and proto-fascism is the same. Let's see here. No, they are not. So we want to support the authoritarians and not the fascists. The fascists, yeah, they get daily support because this one hated by the right, yeah. But this one should get +2. No? Yeah. Yeah, authoritarian should get +2. So. Okay, and what is this one? Allow agricultural lobbying. Cost political power and increase popularity of democracy. What does this one do? It gets farmers' march in 860 days. I'm not really sure how that one works. I guess farmers' march is some kind of a revolution if we get authoritarian above 50%. So let's try to work on that. Do I have any politician that likes authoritarian? Yes. No, I don't have any authoritarian here as I can see it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we don't want that one. We want this one, high taxes. It increases popularity of authoritarianism. Let's do that one. We don't have any rubber, so we can't do planes or vehicles because we don't have any rubber. So let's improve the guns. What happened there? Sorry. Staff förvaltning. Okay, so we got this one completed for free. Okay, so some of the Chinese war starts, and this one is done. It removes this stuff. Okay, so let's see here. Historical, they allied the socialism. So we could ally the socialism. We can shun the socialism. If we're going authoritarian, it makes a lot more sense to shun the socialists. Okay, maybe we can do something more here. Yeah, we want to meet with the we want more popularity of authoritarianism, so let's do that one. Okay, so how is it looking now? Yeah, they are in authoritarian are the most popular ones now. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything else. I have to do this one. / military spending. Diverted military spending. So we get, yeah, military factory construction speed. That's not good. That's not good. I wanted to start building military factories now actually, but if military factory construction speed minus 85%, then I can't build it for a long time. So then if I had read it more carefully, it would have been better to start building mills at once actually, but yeah, it's too late to do anything against it. So I guess we have to overbuild mills then, or sieves then, I guess. Overbuilding sieves. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know, entrenchment is good in this. First World War entrenchment is good. Yeah, let's go for that one. Entrenchment is king in this war. So if I play Sweden again, definitely build mills until you get this debuff, military factory construction speed minus 85%, and then you build sieves during that time, and then you build mills again, because we're definitely overbuilding sieves here. Okay, but maybe we can get rid of it here maybe. / military spending. The Swedish embarrassment, what's that? I guess because our army is weak, I guess. I don't know. This one is good. Okay, so we need to go everyone here, it looks like. Yeah, we need to do everything here until it's just about which order we do it. Okay, one more reason slot looks good. Yeah, let's just spend some political power for that. There goes Titanic. Let's research land forts. Okay, we have had this 1912 Stockholm Olympic. That's in our capital. Okay, that was good. Disarm the nation. Yeah, that's not good. Let's go for this one then. Yes. We got this new research slot. Maybe let's time for some naval stuff here. I guess we're going to go for some ship bullets here. Improve them. Okay, it says that despite the intention of the ending military spending, Kosovo across the country began a mass fundraising to produce a battleship. Yeah, I don't know if we need a battleship. Looked like we had a lot of old ships here. Yeah, let's go for trade interdiction. Okay. Now we have to do this one. Roosevelt survives the assassination attempt, and he continued to speak. It was not like when they tried to assassinate President Trump and shot him in the ear. Then Trump left the stage. Okay, so nation is disarmed. Let's see here. We have to do everyone sooner or later. Infrastructure project is nice. Social funding looks nice. Let's do that one first. Get some more. Yeah, and we have to start building mills soon. Let's see when that goes away, because there is 2 Balkan wars and then it's time for the world wars. So let's see here. So 14th of May 1913, then we have 1 year of building mills. So it's gonna be a bit late, but have to do it. Okay. I guess we're going to go for some tech stuff here. Maybe industrial research speed. Yeah, we're being disarmed now. We should also maybe save, or maybe this one. Let's see here. I'm a little bit unsure because I didn't read all the focuses yet, but let's go for the infrastructure project now. We could improve the infrastructure here in the north. That I guess we're getting some factories from trade. Let's see here. Yeah, we are exporting a lot of stuff. So also, if you play this country again, it's probably good to go to free trade at once. It's probably worth it. If I would play this nation again, my first reform would be to go for free trade, to export more, and get a better industrial build-up. But yeah, I didn't like prepare the run. I'm just like playing what's happening here. Okay. Let's go for some industrial text now. Okay, there is the infrastructure project on. Then I should use that actually to build some infrastructure. So let's cancel this and let's build infrastructure here to improve the north here. Their resources could be quite useful. So after this one is done, it's just time to build mills. Why should this hereditary ruler of a line of France get to say who leads the country? That belongs to the people. Yeah, so around 1805, Sweden's last king died without an heir, and they chose a French general, the Bonaparte, to lead the country. Okay, let's read here. Industrialization, that's good. Construction speed is good for us. Democracy. Let's also see if we can push through some more authoritarian reforms here. No, none of them are good. The authoritarian raids, no thank you. So I can build mills now, so I have to do that very, very much. Okay, we have some kind of reserve fleet. This is... Let's train those. That's our new destroyers that we built. Could design a new destroyer maybe, but let's do that when we have some more techs. Okay, farmers into workers, that's good. Liberal effort, I don't want to do that one. This one is fine. Yeah, this is going out in 31 days. And I think what will happen then, I haven't played this nation before, is because they will do some kind of a march on the farmers will do a march on the parliament and appoint him as a king. So if you delay this one, then I think you could get authoritarian like we're trying to do now. But I think I played for 1 hour now, so we'll see what happened in the next episode, and then we also start the World War. So see you then.